Hello Strength Harvest people, and welcome to another video in the channel. Today I'm going to try and shed some light into why strongman as a sport is not for everyone. Let me start with saying that this is not me trying to discourage people who are thinking of trying the sport. This is me pointing out what it actually takes to be a strongman athlete, both as a beginner and as a more experienced lifter. Let's start off with the beginner athlete. There is no standards of strength or muscle gains required in order to start doing some strongman activities. Instead, the first thing to focus on is how to move in the gym and how proficient are you in lifting in general. You're not going to be the next Eddie Hall in your first strongman session, but knowing how to deadlift can give you a huge advantage in so many aspects of the sport itself. Going back to why strongman is not for everyone. The approach of a beginner is to be a student of the sport and understand the foundation of it. That will take him or her far. A solid foundation is to be able to squat with proper technique and depth adequacy, be able to deadlift with the correct hinge mechanics, and to be able to press overhead without any mobility restrictions. The rest you can improve along the way. A person who is willing to learn and build the foundation before getting into strongman has the right mentality for the sport. This stage does not have to take ages. With the right attitude and a good coach, a beginner can learn how to move generally efficient in the three pillars of the foundation, the squat, the deadlift, and the press, in about 3 to 6 months. During this time, through learning the movements and with a progressively overloaded plan, a beginner is also building a fair amount of muscle and strength. Needless to say that a person with at least a year of experience in the gym, and assuming that the person was actually training properly with technical proficiency, is ready to start experimenting with the strongman implement. Some good examples of these are actually powerlifters or even bodybuilders. The foundation is big in both cases, so try strongman for the first time should be fairly doable. Keep in mind that in the process of learning how to become a strongman, you will need to keep an open mind for new ideas or training philosophies. Which brings me to reason 2 of why strongman is not for everyone. If you had a fair amount of gym experience in your bag, you probably have a routine that you are following based on a training philosophy you've built through the years. You should be able to understand that what you've already built and learned through your journey is not going away by trying something new. Meaning that the strength and muscle mass you've gained already is not going to disappear, but rather will be displayed in multiple ways with different implements and movements in strongman. For example, a powerlifter that goes into strongman will already have a huge advantage in the deadlift, and his legs are probably fairly strong from squatting properly all those years. He will also learn how to move with heavy objects and lift things overhead using the whole body in a synchronized manner. This for me is the most exciting part of the sport. You can transform your body's ability in so many ways and develop your skill set with so many different elements like strength in combination with power, speed, and endurance. That's not to say that strongman is the pinnacle of all strength sports and everyone should be doing it. Well, maybe it is, but that's a subject for another video. There's plenty of skills from other sports like weightlifting and other athletic sports that a strongman would benefit from. It just happened that strongman as a sport brings all of those elements together. The strength, the power, the endurance, the speed, all combine to create the ultimate athlete for the sport. Work in your sessions willing to learn something new every time and never think you know enough. Being a student is your ultimate weapon if you want to go far in this. The third reason of why strongman is not for everyone is the passion of becoming better in what you do. In the strongman case, you have to have the thirst of getting stronger and improve your craft in order to get even stronger. It's the name of the sport after all. In simple words, if you attempt to lift an atlas stone that you never lifted before and you fail it, you have to be willing to work your ass off to the point that you are going to succeed the next time you attempt it. You have to be grateful that the sandbag that you could not lift on your first session, you can now shoulder it and run with it. You have to celebrate your new PRs in the new lifts you've just learned and be eager to come back next week and push for more. You have to slam your deadlifts to the ground, not worrying at all about the powerlifting rules and shit like that. You have to enjoy the pain in your hands whilst you're working with those heavy farmer handles. You have to look in the mirror and say, I'm a strong motherfucker. That's it for today, people. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.